A very good morning to everyone. Welcome to today's week ahead video. Usual format really, going through the various pairs, looking where we are in the market cycle and identifying any opportunities. So before I start, you must understand trading is really risky, and typically getting exposure to the FX market, you would use CFDs, inherently high risk products. You've got to have some sort of plan when trading them, experience, etc. These trade signals, they're not personally recommended to you, so you're not actually protected by the Ombudsman and the Compensation Services Scheme for a retail customer. And lastly, Synergy has to be authorized and regulated to deliver this service, and it duly is. So we had a good, steady end to the week with persistence in our trade playing out, the weight of the water theory, where we were setting up in some of these trends, there's just too much pressure for them to go the opposite way. Let's try and explain some of that for you. And let's start off at the top of the list, AUD CAD. So we took this two ways, AUD CAD. You can see that we have that characteristic Gartley triangle pattern going on. This is the anchor. Here's the pattern A, B, C, D. We completed at D. We went offside by how many pips? 40 pips. And we're now on side by about 50 pips. But it's just understanding the structure. So this CD leg had a market cycle in it. So it had the 1, the 2, and the 3. This little leg here had the 1, the 2, and the 3. So we're expecting something similar. Ultimately, this is higher. This is level 1 consolidation. And I expect this to be the top of level 2. So I'm expecting some sort of chop and then move away again. In terms, is there anything for us this week? It doesn't look it to me. This looks like a consolidation, and we're making lower lows and lower highs. So I don't believe there's going to be anything. I'm not, obviously I sent that Gartley, so people are short on it, counter trend. But we definitely got this thing going on at the minute. And we know that the market works in threes, so we're probably going to get playing out again lower. Okay, next. Here's one of the long-term generational beasts. Gone against at the moment. We're in and out of this, but let's just appreciate where we are. So right at the bottom of a perceived cycle, you've got level 1, level 2, 1, 2, 3, 3 hits. We've broken out with 1 push, 2 pushes, and we're expecting a third. Now we've broken a bit of internal structure here. This is debatable whether we've left the peak. I believe we have, because we've broken structure twice. And the fact that we've broken structure twice means that we're setting up for a third. And there's an ABCD here. This is really nice. 1, 2, that green candle made a 3. And from here, do expect higher prices. Is there any opportunity for us? No, there's no opportunity for us. I am going to watch this. This could be a W. This could be a W. Be looking for this. AUD NZD. So what do we got here? We've got an interesting, not a conventional pattern, but all the same, we're looking like we're going to complete up here, and that also completes me here. My alert seems to have been deleted, but what that is, that for me is one of the best setups, because that is a Gartley pattern in line with the market cycle. Quite a wide stop needed above here, but that's the trade. End of. That's one to hold. So we've completed multiple consolidation here. This is all, well, this is consolidation and this is trend, to be fair. Yeah, so I don't think this is going to keep pushing. I'm not going to get too involved with that. Here's the mega. So we had this butterfly to a top pattern and we went past it. Let's put it in perspective. So we've been waiting for this guy to start showing us a little bit of cycle. So we've got 1, 2, so a lot of weight, obviously. 1 big tsunami, a second big tsunami. Can't just escape that. So what we have is I don't really this move doesn't mean anything to me, but all I know is that we've chopped it below and above this previous swing. but we're still lower highing it here. So, you know, I thought it would get up here to do a Gartley, perhaps. It hasn't yet. And it hasn't given us any setup. I mean, other than the AUD CAD, we've got this consolidation and we know there's going to be another one. So we do know the weight of the water is lower. Moving on. CAD CHF, what are you saying? CAD CHF, massive, ABCD and blue complete. It looks like we've come down to test here a double bottom. I mean, to get a V bottom is unusual. That is one of the things that I fall over most on. I've been doing it 15 years. It's just to realize you rarely get V bottoms. You got one here, but it was in theory a bit of a double bottom. Let's look at some standalone V bottoms. Look, there's one there. This one here, you just get carried away because what you see at the time is the far right hard edge of the page. You know, you can't see beyond that. So, you know, look again on different time frames to try and catch the pattern. You can see the 1, the 2, and the 3. That should have told me enough. 3 and up, 3 and down, but correcting. Now this one, what's it showing me? 1, 2. It might want this double bottom. That would be nasty. Have to wait and see. CAD JPY. Well, it looks like clean high highs and high lows. Certainly consolidating off the 50 EMA at the minute. And the pattern looks higher. Now, let's get on to the main event. So we called this one out a while ago, just purely on its beauty. The trade is beautiful. It's playing out just as you could ever imagine you should do. We got the pattern on the way down and we got the pattern on the way up. This could even be a level 1. There's so much more of a peak to go. This could be a 1, a 2, a 3 makes 1. This is one to hold on to, I'm telling you guys. So we've got a beautiful entry. We located this entry off the back of a Gartley. So we have the Gartley ABCD, and within this CD leg, you've got this other ABCD, and within this CD leg, you've got the 1, the 2, and the 3 again. We're heading higher. Now, we're in this from the completion point pretty much. But this is doing things that I like to see. This is going to be an early entry. I'm mindful of the 50. We need to come back and mess around with that a bit. The other thing that I'm mindful of, straight away, the experience kicking in. I'm mindful of this wick here. Don't like it. It's not really a break as such. We haven't broken clear. There hasn't been one candle that's broken clear of the top of that. This here, but then you're caught within this wick. So it's all a bit fakeish. Can it be seen on another time frame? Because that one's thrown me a little bit just looking at it here. That one, in the back of my mind, is going to cause me grief. Just an inclination, and this is where the discipline must come in. This is either going to absolutely fly, or I'm going to get caught in it. What I don't like is this distance from the 50. Look, every time you get distance from the 50, we're coming back to it. Distance from the 50, we're coming back to it. Distance from the 50, we're coming back. Distance from the 50, we're coming back. So, although it's cooling along, it's the old experience on the shoulders is just giving me a little bit of a reminder. I need to see it on a time frame that this is a long. It is a bit of a blatant long. It's so blatant that I'm going to have to write it down. And I don't want it to, you know, spook me or spoof me. I'm just trying to see where I could have gone wrong here. Why not? You should always ask yourself, why not to do something? Why should I not take this trade? Okay, the wick is not a true breakout. This is good. Break and retest. Break and retest. It is a long, but the wick's throwing me, and the distance from the 50 EMA bothers me slightly. And it is a Gartley, but it is also a screaming long. I want to see a retest. I've got a 1 here. I've got a 2 here. Anyway, we shall see. EuroCAD, Rompsville, we're in this. Beautiful trade. Took it here. Late entry. Middle of consolidation 1, showing strength, showed us what we wanted to see. Go back and look at the previous videos and you'll be able to dissect what our thoughts were. This guy is, what are we doing here? We have Euro CHF. Massive pattern completion, level 1, level 2, and level 3, 1, 2, 3 hits to the low. Again, this always bothered me, this bottom. I mean, we could have shoulder, head, shoulder. I would expect us to get up here because we have the 1, the 2, and I do expect the 3 to happen. So far, we've broken, retested this shelf here. Do expect us to push away. Let's have a look. Interesting. Euro GBP, I'm not going there because it's a bit of a basket case. Euro JPY, this is mega strong. Level 1, level 2, peak formation. That's where we are at the minute. Euro NZD, again, a wonderful looking pattern. Look at that, level 1, level 2, clear level 2, leaving level 2 into the level 3. Sorry, leaving level 2 consolidation into level 3. I can't ask for more. I can't say much more. It's just a wonderful looking chart. In it already. Euro USD, middle of level 1 consolidation. We've got lower highs. That bothers me. We've got lower lows. That bothers me. Has the harmonic finished here? Not too sure. GBP AUD, again, leaving level 2 consolidation into level 3 trend. We've got a double bottom in the middle of the zone, traded off the previous zone. It's one that we're long. GBP CAD, we were long this as well. We noticed that we're breaking out of the peak. We see a 1, a 2. This is like Euro CHF. And we're going to see a big push higher on the 3rd. This is now in level 2 rise. Would I be taking it? I hate taking things that are the highest they've been, so no, I wouldn't be. But we did take it. Go back and look through the chat. GBP CHF, we took this one too down here. We identified this as the second zone, this as the first zone. Level 1, level 2, level 3, and we've pulled away, creating the consolidation zone, and there's probably to be weakness on GBP this week. GBP JPY, not going there, but we're seeing the zones being painted in front of us. 1, 2. We have a 1, we have a 2, and we expect a 3. I'm not trading it though, because it is in a peak. Yes, well, why are you trading Euro CHF in a peak? It's because JPY pairs have a different type of DNA to the other pairs. GBP USD came up to test the top of, well, near enough the top of level 1 consolidation as I've had it. Much like Euro AUD, this might be a 1, a 2, and a 3. Rather than a 1, 2, 3. I do believe this is how we're looking. Bit of a double bottom, level 1, 1, 2, 3, second zone forming. Gonna wait. Gonna wait it out, not chasing that sort of thing. NZD CAD. So we definitely completed. So here we are. Let's get it in perspective. Level 1, level 2. And on the flip side, we expect the same pattern to go up, basically inversely. Within this pattern, we can identify an A, B, C, D, which is at 78.6%. Lots of harmonics going on here. And now we're trying to identify that 1, 2, 3 up. So we can identify a double bottom and then a break of structure, consolidate. Double bottom, break of structure, trap, false. Now we're using other tools available to us, which are harmonics. These swings I've pulled from areas of the market. I've put one here. You know, we are at a completion point. This is a slightly longer one, or is it the same one? It's the same one. So we're at a completion point here. What other harmonics can I pull out? We could get this move back down to the bottom. Do I think that's going to happen? No, I don't. There's another harmonic move here that you could equally use. So we're either looking at moving where we are here and now. That would be an aggressive entry. I want to take an entry up here. Or we'll keep an eye down here, see if any kind of harmonics are served. But for now, not much to go off, surpass. NZDCHF, this is a really nice Gartley pattern that I am waiting to send. Right back in the peak, level 1, level 2. This is the W. So we've broken structure once, really. We changed the character once. We've done a 1, 2, 3, can't argue about that. What's debatable is we've completed a Gartley here. The fact that we fell short, falling short, I have to write this down because it's quite a key. Falling short on A, B, C, D. Normally, you get the breakthrough. Next attempt. We'll see if that's true here. Certainly got a weaker drop, second weaker drop. I'm not taking that sort of thing counter trend. It's opened up the possibility of a larger A, B, C, D, which is fine. We'll just wait for the larger pattern to play. We've got 2 weeks of drop anyway, so it's not a trade for this week. It's a trade for the following week. It depends. If we complete the pattern and we make a third week of drop, I'll be tempted to send that to the premium. NZDJPY having a bit of a correction. Beautiful looking pattern though, the structure, the consolidation zones, the higher highs and the higher lows. That's 3. This is 2. Why is that 2? You need to just appreciate the delicacy of this. There's a 1, a 2, and a 3. 3 makes 1. That's just how it is. And I haven't updated it for a while. NZDUSD. Now we get on to the Mona Lisa of trades. So we stalked this forever. We understand the weight of the water's flowing lower. Level 1, level 2. So we're setting up for level 3. We've got lower highs. Gartley thrown in there to get people to go long. Created a higher low here. Yeah, attracting people. But then I saw this double top and I saw this 1, 2, 3 and a double bottom. I saw this first break and I took, knowing that we're going to be thrown a second. That was a wonderful, wonderful trade. We're nearly completing the ABCD. And we keep our eyes open for next week, how that goes. Now, I've had quite a lot of volatility on gold. We've come all the way back, having took this trade higher. It was a wonderful trade. We've come back now, though, and we wait to see what its next move is. USD CAD, Rompsville. We took this on Friday. Amazing. Sorry to say an amazing trade, but it was amazing for me. This gets me excited. This gets me more excited than, other than my kids, this is the next thing. Kids and wife gets me excited. Is just the fulfilling nature of this approach. It's powerful stuff, man. Level 1, level 2, expect a 3. We're in the second zone higher now. And if I just come back to show you what's going on here, you know, we're expecting to complete the CD leg up here. What's going on within that zone is another level 1, level 2. And we just got in. That's it. We got in. And it's paid us back. Really good. Really happy with that. Really happy. So there you have it, folks. USD CHF. Will I look at that a little bit? I'm looking at it. It's completed an ABCD that I bloody missed. That's annoying. Yeah, I missed that. Look at that. Completed and gone. So there you have it, folks. I will be doing the isolation sessions next week. If you really do have a keener interest in learning the intricacies of all this, do join my YouTube channel at MelonsTrade. There's also a newsletter I send out weekly or bi-weekly. Not bi-weekly, every fortnight, sorry. And a community that we're starting to grow. So yeah, do reach out. And if you have any questions about this service, please email me or direct message me on Telegram. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great weekend. Cheers.